medication. Get the facts on physicians' assistants on TV2 First News at 4.
What happened? They didn't cancel the wedding.
No, of course. It's right on schedule.
Well, then why aren't you there? Julie, I didn't think you would miss Andy's wedding for anything.
No, neither did Lucinda, I bet. Sweetheart, maybe Iva and Julie would like to have some tea with us.
All right. I'll get some cups.
I didn't come here to tell her about Aaron.
Oh, right.
She had another rejection from Holden last night. Please, this isn't the time. This isn't the time to compound everything.
There will never be a perfect time to tell her, and we can't keep making excuses. We all agreed to tell her the truth, and the time has come.
Time has come to tell me what? All right. What is so urgent that you would miss Courtney and Andy's wedding?
The world turns. This portion brought to you today by Pantene Pro V Shampoo and Pro V Treatment Conditioner. For hair so healthy, it shines.
Wouldn't you love hair this healthy and shiny? Mine wasn't always so healthy. Then I found Pantene's Pro V. Pro V is the combined shampoo and conditioner with Pantene's Pro Vitamin formula. The Pro Vitamins go deep into your hair, improving it right down to the tips, making it so healthy and so shiny.
Pantene Pro V, for hair so healthy it shines.
Try it. You'll see.
Isn't it great to be a baby? Isn't it great to be in love?
Look at me walk. Hooray!
A leak could stop Jason in his tracks. So now Love has improved. It's even better on leaks.
Isn't it great?
Introducing new leg cuffs. Look what happens without cuffs. But Love's new cuffs won't let wetness through. Nobody stops leaks better.
What a life!
Isn't it great to be a baby? Isn't it great to be in love?
Our wedded bliss could be over. All we have left are 2 NyQuil liquid caps of these other pills.
You take the liquid caps. You've got a big day tomorrow.
Why should you suffer? I'll take these.
But then you could still be up tonight with the sore throat and a cough, and you need the rest more than me. I insist.
The power of liquid medicine the way you want it. Vicks NyQuil liquid caps. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever so you can rest medicine.
I just hope my coughing doesn't keep you awake, riddled with guilt.
The autographed copy of Journey's End. Andy, I nearly cried when I read it.
I nearly was late for the wedding because of it. If the bride and groom are ready.
Ready.
We've come together on this beautiful day to witness and celebrate the joining of these 2 young people in marriage. At this point, I usually take a few moments to remind the participants of the solemnity of the occasion. But Courtney and Andrew made me promise to keep this short and sweet. And you know, I think laughter and love should go hand in hand. I can't think of a better spirit in which to proceed.
Here, here.
I sense great happiness for these two young people. But it's my duty to ask if anyone here has any reason to think Courtney and Andrew shouldn't be married here today.
Well, that's good. We got past that one, huh?
Your turn, Courtney. Will you marry Andrew? Will you promise to love him with all your heart, comfort him when he's in need, accept his strengths and weaknesses, honor his dreams, stand by him in sickness and in health, in good times and in bad, and be faithful to him in the vows you're about to make for as long as you live?
Absolutely.
Andrew, will you marry Courtney? Will you promise to love her with all your heart, comfort her when she's in need, accept her strengths and weaknesses, honor her dreams, stand by her in sickness and in health, in good times and in bad, and be faithful to her in the vows you're about to make for as long as you live?
You bet I will.
And will all of you here today do everything you can to help and sustain these young people in these vows?
We will.
The best man would like to contribute something at this point.
This is by William Shakespeare. Let not my love be called idolatry, nor my beloved as an idle show. Since all alike my songs and praises be to one of one, still such and ever so. Kind is my love today, tomorrow kind, still constant in a wondrous excellence. Therefore my verse, to constancy confined, one thing expressing, leaves out difference. Fair, kind, and true is all my argument. Fair, kind, and true varying to other words. And in this change is my invention spent. Three themes in one, which wondrous scope affords. Fair, kind, and true have often lived alone, which three, till now, never kept seat in one.
The bride and groom will now exchange their vows, which they've written themselves.
Andy, I wish that I could promise to you that I would always be the perfect wife. Well, I won't. But I can promise to you never to stop trying to make it work, no matter how hard things get. In the time that I've known you, I've learned to be open and honest about my feelings, not to jump to conclusions, and to accept that neither of us is perfect. I will be there for you, like I promised. Good times or bad, rich or poor, healthy or sick. I promise to love you the way you are and not try to change you. I'll honor our differences. I promise to make your dreams as important to me as my own. I'll trust in your love, and I will be your wife as long as we live.
Courtney, I've had to learn a lot of things the hard way. I have a lot to learn still. But by the grace of God, I found you. I promise you, I'll keep on learning, and I'll keep on growing so that I may be worthy of your love, faith, and trust. I vow never to make my needs more important than your own, or get in the way of the learning and the growing that you need to do for yourself. But I'll always be there for you, always, if you ever need me. I will try very hard never to take your love for granted, because I want to spend the rest of my life with you, learning about love and marriage with your help.
I love you so much.
I love you too.
I think that puts it in a nutshell. Who has the rings?
I do.
These rings are symbols of the never-ending love that Courtney and Andrew have just pledged to each other.
All that I have and all that I am are yours, now and forever.
All that I have and all that I am are yours, now and forever.
Having heard Andrew and Courtney declare their love and pledge their vows before God, their family, and friends, I'm delighted to proclaim them man and wife. Now you may kiss the bride.
I remember it like it was yesterday. Mama's white sheets blowing in the wind. My sister and I playing hide and seek. Everything smelled so fresh.
Nothing smells as fresh and clean as clothes dried in the sunshine. That's why there's Gain. Gain gets laundry so fresh and clean, it smells like it was dried in the sunshine. That's sunshine clean.
Isn't it funny how the smell of some things can bring you back to those days?
Gain. There's no clean like sunshine clean.
What could be worse? Sometimes I feel like there's nothing worse than a yeast infection, except the cost of curing it.
Is there anything that costs less?
Less than Monostat 7?
If you've been looking for a cure that's just as effective but costs less, try FemCare.
The cure's the same, but the cost isn't.
FemCare is just as effective as Monostat 7, and doctors have trusted the ingredient in FemCare for over 15 years.
It's a real alternative.
Trust FemCare, the cure that costs less.
What could be better?
Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer battery. It keeps going and going.
When you're baking for the holidays, use all-natural Pam cooking spray. It lets all the fresh baked taste come through. And that's sure to bring the house down. With Pam, nothing comes between you and the taste of your food.
Tonight at 8, it's Evening Shade. At 8:30, a special time for Bob. At 9, Murphy Brown. Then Hearts of Fire at 9:30 and Northern Exposure at 10. Here on WJBK TV2.
About 10 minutes ago, Emma. They want to talk about something, and it must be pretty important, or they wouldn't have missed Courtney and Andy's wedding, so I can't come for lunch, but... Oh, it means so much to me to know that Holden wanted me there. Hold on, would you? Listen, I put water on to boil. Could... I'll get it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just having them some tea.
I didn't come here to tell her about Aaron. I came for an agenda of my own.
I will give you the benefit of the doubt. That you're here for what's best for Lily. But the truth is what's best for Lily now.
You've got more to lose than anybody else. You can lose her respect. You can lose her love. And you can also lose Aaron.
Holden wanted to have lunch with me. Makes me feel pretty good. Well, I think I could handle just about anything comes along.
Well, Lily can't join us now, but she said she'll come by later.
Did she say anything to you about last night?
No. She was very happy that you wanted to see her.
Well, she must have said something to upset you. I can tell.
Lily has a lot to deal with, that's all.
It's all my fault.
No, Holden, now stop that. You mustn't blame yourself. You mustn't feel guilty for what's happened.
How can I not feel guilty when I keep hurting somebody who loves me? Oh, I can't return those feelings.
Holden, one of the greatest gifts that you can give somebody is the freedom to express their love for you. Even if you can't return it. Shall we say grace? Dear Father, thank you for these blessings.
To help us receive them with grateful hearts. In your name, we ask it. Amen.
What is going on? You're all talking in some sort of a secret code.
A decision was made to keep something secret from you 2 summers ago. The summer that you and Holden were planning to be married.
That was the happiest summer of my life.
And we didn't want to spoil it.
We? Is that you and Lucinda?
It all started with me. I think I better tell this part.
But you were in Los Angeles that summer, weren't you?
No. I was up in Park Forest in an apartment, about ready to have a baby. Only a few people knew, Andy, Lisa, and Iva. About the time that you got married, I gave birth to a beautiful baby boy.
And at that time, she was in no position to raise that baby. So I adopted him.
Aaron? Well, you told me that the birth mother was...
That was a lie.
Why would you lie about that?
Because when the blood test came back, they proved that Aaron was Holden's son.
Some days my minor arthritis acts up, and I really feel the pain. I used to take aspirin. Now I've switched to Advil. Advil relieves the pain in my stiff joints. In fact, 1 Advil is as effective as 2 regular aspirin. And Advil is gentler to my stomach. Maybe that's why doctors recommend Advil for minor arthritis pain, more than any other brand. For my pain, I simply prefer Advil. Advil, advanced medicine for pain.
They say this detergent with bleach built in gets clothes really clean, but I wondered how it compared to my Clorox bleach. So I got 2 stained shirts, and I washed this one in detergent with bleach built in, and this one in Clorox bleach and my regular detergent. And look, the shirt washed in Clorox bleach is cleaner. I think I'll stay with Clorox bleach. Clorox liquid bleach. Still no better way to get clothes clean.
Think about your daydreams and what you would do if you won 10 million out of the blue. Oh my God! Miracles can happen for you. Publishers Clearinghouse, the house where dreams come true.
We wish you a season of holiday cheer. We wish you a season of love.
I'd like to spend it with the ones I hold dear.
But honey, you've got a roof up above.
I wish for the chance to enjoy perfect peace.
With my daughter, not one single night. We hope all your holiday wishes come true.
From your friends at Guiding Light.
This is CBS on TV2.
And one more. One more. One more. Just about to kiss. Almost kiss. Okay. Right there. Almost. Hey. That'll do. Congratulations, you guys. Andy, congratulations. Oh, thanks a lot. Corey.
Hey, whoa. She's my sister-in-law. I'm going to kiss her first.
Wow.
Hey.
Hey. Andy, I hope you realize how lucky you are.
Of course I do. Don't I, Mrs. Dixon?
Mrs. Dixon.
I'm Mrs. Dixon.
Hey, Mrs. Dixon, let's get something to eat. Come on.
Yes.
I've had my reservations, but they seem very much in love, and I hope that that's enough.
Well, me too. Listen, thank God Chris is still at the stage where he thinks girls are yucky. But you're going to start all over again once I was dating.
Oh. Well, yes, if I have anything to say about it. Excuse me, Mitch.
How come you're the only one who saw that mistletoe?
Just lucky, I guess. Tell me something.
What?
Are you sorry we didn't get married with all this hoopla?
Are you kidding? I was not a blushing bride of 19. I think we had the perfect wedding.
Marriage hasn't been bad either.
Break it up, you two. We got a lot of lonely people here. You're not lonely.
Oh, come on.
At least not when Royce gets back.
You did a really beautiful job. Courtney looked incredible. She's a beautiful girl. Barbara, please. You know, it's at times like this that I realize just how important family is to me. Barbara, we're family. Can't we please try to build our relationship again?
Do you know what I thought about during their vows? I thought about my wedding, my marriage to hell. A man that I loved. A man that I will never hold again. A man that will never hold me or our new little baby. And you want me to forgive you for that?
Give him a thinking.
I am just so glad you came.
You're just so glad I came alone.
I didn't say one word about Lucinda.
The fact of the matter is, she thought it was more important to be with Lily today. See, her daughter's her #1 priority, and I find that rather admirable in a parent, don't you?
Some people might say it's very interfering.
You're right.
Yes. I should have gone with Julie. I could have waited in the car.
Hopefully now that the truth is out with Lily, it'll help us all.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is that we're on the outs with the woman we love because we were honest with them, John.
But now that Iva's been honest with Lily, it can only help to put us back on the better side.
Well, here's hoping. Oh, there they are.
Radiant. You look
I really want to thank all of you for making today possible.
Oh, sweetheart, you and Andy made it possible with your love. We're just so privileged to welcome you to our family.
Oh, you don't know how much that means to me, really. Because ever since I was a little girl, it was just Sean and me. My parents were killed when I was very young, and I have always dreamed of having a family. And I realized that I didn't just marry my wonderful Andy. I married all of you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Lily, I know this must be very hard for you to accept, but I mean, after all that you've been through, but I want you to think about that summer when you were so happy with Holden, and how much you had been through, and I was just so afraid that if you knew that Julie had Holden's son, that
What, that it would just destroy us?
it would have been a shock, Lily.
Yes,
It
would have been a shock, but we could have worked through it. I loved Holden. It's not like I didn't know that he slept with Julie. It's not like he knew the truth about the child and he didn't tell me. Or did he know?
No, he didn't know. He did not know.
Iva, what gives you the right to keep this from him?
I decided that I didn't just do it for Holden's sake or for your sake. I was afraid of what it would do to Caleb, but I was still in love with him.
Okay, so maybe I can understand your motive. I don't admire you for it, but Iva, you're my mother. You're Holden's sister. How could you think that you could play God with our lives, with Aaron's
Lily,
life?
no, I did not think about it like that. I didn't think about it like that.
Now,
Really,
just take it easy. I had the same initial reaction when I heard this story months later because I was lied to as well. But I would have told you. I would have told you immediately if I'd known.
I'm sure you would have. You would have done anything to get me to call the wedding off. But once you knew the truth, you didn't see fit to tell Holden, did we?
Darling, I wanted to, but Iva, anyway, it didn't matter because Aaron had been adopted. Aaron was Iva's.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You wanted Aaron. That's why you didn't tell Holden. You wanted Aaron.
Oh, no, Lily, no. No, I love Aaron very much, but I always intended to tell you and Holden when the time was right.
Believe
Lily.
you.
Oh, Lily,
I think
please,
you just wanted Aaron for yourself. There's no other
Lily,
reason,
please, I was
darling.
going to tell you when you were pregnant, and then you had a miscarriage, and then Holden disappeared.
Darling,
Lily, please believe me.
Iva, please, it was Julie's secret, for heaven's sake. It was Julie's baby. And if Iva hadn't adopted Aaron, God knows what Julie would have done with Holden's son. She might have put him out to who knows who.
Wait a minute, Lucinda! No. I am more than willing to take my share of the blame for the decisions that we all made, but don't you dare accuse me of not loving my child or wanting what was best for him. And I'm being totally honest here, which is a lot more than I can say for you.
What do you mean?
Your mother knew that Holden was in that hospital in New York last September, and she didn't tell anyone.
No, that couldn't be true. That's not true, is it?
Do you have any butcher's blend?
No.
Butcher's burger?
No.
You sure you're a butcher?
Yeah.
Don't bother the butcher. What you want is in the dog food aisle.
Oh.
See?
Oh, so it is.
For a meaty taste and variety of flavors, try new Butcher's Blend brand dog food or new Butcher's Burger brand made with real beef. But please, don't bother the butcher. Nice doggy.
Everybody wants a battery that goes the distance, but you never know when they're about to run out of gas. Only Duracell has the Copper Top Battery Tester, so you can be sure your batteries will keep going down the road. You can't top the Copper Top.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on this farm he had some pigs, cows, chickens.
Aspirin. Make sure getting there is half the fun with travel games. Sorry, Clue, and Monopoly Junior.
Dermatologists see thousands of cases of painfully dry skin a year, but the only one that counts is yours.
Skin Science Update from Vaseline Intensive Care.
I'm Joan London, and this is the latest physician's desk reference for non-prescription drugs. And in it is the extra-strength formula developed by Vaseline Intensive Care Research for treating severely dry skin. The thousands who've seen it work know it's serious medicine.
Extra strength formula. From intensive research comes intensive care.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Tonight, it's Bert and Bob back-to-back. First, Bert's stranded a long way from home.
How my dad gets home in time for Christmas.
Look at the bright side. We got each other.
It's Christmas on Evening Shade. Then, will Bob catch the Christmas spirit?
Bob, look. Mistletoe.
Oh, honey, don't eat that. It's poisonous.
It's a Bert and Bob Christmas tonight. This is CBS.
It's a horrible-sounding cough that many kids get in the winter. TV2's Jerry Hodak tells you what it is and why it may not be as bad as it sounds on Eyewitness News at 6.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, except a dog and a mouse.
No, no.
Beethoven is nestled all snug in Dad's bed, while visions of breakfast dance in his head. And Fievel's the name of this small pioneer. He's bound for adventure lesser mice would fear.
Let's go!
This season, give the gifts everyone wants to get. Beethoven and Fievel Goes West, now on video cassette.
Here's a challenge from ARBOR. Go to any other photo department in town and try to find better service. Go ahead. Others may promise personal service, but nobody delivers like ARBOR. No other drugstore, no other chain store, no other discount store. It starts with a friendly ARBOR photo clerk, always there to answer your questions, even fill out your forms for you. Now that's service. So please, take the ARBOR challenge, or save time and just come to the best photo department first, at ARBOR.
Some say our congressmen are looking out for their own best interests instead of ours. Is Congress for sale to the highest bidder? Next Donahue.
Monday at 5 on WJBK TV2.
And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
There's been a misunderstanding.
Oh, no. I was in Lily's hospital room when Holden saw you through the glass partition, and suddenly he remembered seeing you through a glass partition just like that in his hospital room in New York.
He didn't know his own name. We can't go by
He checked it out.
He saw.
He checked it out. Her picture was on the cover of a business magazine that Dr. McKay had given him. Dr. McKay showed it to Dr. Sussman, who remembered her. Only he said that her name was Miss Walters, and she was looking for her half-brother. So he took her to see Holden, and she said she didn't know him.
Oh, my God. Yes.
I did. I did. My detectives found somebody that they thought might be Holden. They didn't know. So I went to see for myself. But what did I see when I got there? It wasn't him. That wasn't him. He was a man that didn't have any, you know, and his no memory, no past. And I did it. I made the decision. And I thought I was doing it for you. To spare you the hell that you're going through now. To spare you more pain.
You had no intention of telling me that you found Holden. I remember that trip to New York. You came back and you sent me off to Zurich. It's because you couldn't face me, could you? You let me think that he pawned his wedding ring. That he was on a freighter halfway around the world. You let me think that he'd stopped loving me. How could you let me believe that?
Louis, he loved you so much. He told me so the night of his accident.
He went to see you in New York. Why?
He overheard an argument that John and me were having with Lucinda about whether or not to tell you the truth about Aaron. He went to Julie for confirmation, which I gave him. He was so concerned about you and how you were going to react after the miscarriage. He tried to call you, Louis, but all the phone lines were down in Luther's Corner, so he wanted to drive straight back to you and see you. But he was so exhausted that I begged him to at least get a few hours rest, to check into a hotel for a few hours and get some sleep or something. I guess he was on his way to the hotel when he got mugged.
All these months, I thought he left because of the fight. I thought I was responsible.
I didn't even know he was missing until weeks later. And I came back here to tell you about it, and Lucinda persuaded me that you weren't strong enough to hear the truth about Aaron. But I didn't know how to explain to you that I'd seen Holden in New York without telling you why. And then Lucinda said that we should tell you the truth once we found out what had really happened to Holden. And she promised me that she was doing everything in her power to locate him.
And that was another lie. All the lies seem to come back to you.
No, baby, no. Not the original one. Not that one.
I'm to blame for that. So am I.
Oh, you are all to blame.
That's the truth.
Oh. What would you know about the truth? After all these lies, what would you... Who are you trying to protect? I mean, really, who were you trying to protect? Yourselves. And Holden's life is totally destroyed. And my life is totally destroyed.
No, not your life.
Get out. I don't want to talk to you anymore. And I don't want to see you ever again.
Lily?
Get out!
And now, ideas that give your holidays the personal touch. Try sprinkling sesame seed on buttered Pillsbury crescent rolls for a delicate, flaky, extra special dinner roll for the holidays. And for dessert, use your cookie cutters to make decorative holiday cutouts for a pie with Pillsbury already pie crusts. And stay tuned for more creative ideas from Pillsbury.
Perfect!
When you were 2, there was no greater joy than the feeling of being naked. Fruit of the Loom makes panties and now bras. Yes, bras. All in 100% comfortable skin-soft fabrics. So 20 years later, you can get that feeling all over again. Fruit of the Loom. Clothes for the best of your life.
Sinus weather, and your sinus medicine has made you drowsy. Next time, take Sudafed Sinus for relief of pain and pressure without drowsiness. For non-drowsy relief, depend on Sudafed Sinus.
This holiday season, give your child the movie they've been wishing for, Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty was my favorite.
Yeah, indeed.
The Beast was not scary, he was kind.
Show me the smile.
Give the gift your kids will treasure forever, Beauty and the Beast on video.
It says, 2 of my favorite people will now be one of my favorite couples. May your life together be full of love and trust. And go for it. Daryl.
Enough sentiment already. Cut the cake. No, wait a minute. I'm the best man. It is my prerogative to make the toast, right?
Yeah, right.
Now, I have watched my young son here grow up over the years, and I watched him pass through some tough times, some very nice times. But that's okay, Andy, because you need both of those things. They build character. They built the fine young man we see standing here before us. Now, I must say I was a little shocked by the suddenness of all this affair, but I must say I do approve of my son's tenacity.
It's called stubbornness, John. It's in the genes.
Stubbornness, persistence, whatever it may be, it has brought these two beautiful people together, we hope, for life. Yeah. Now, stubbornness and love are not necessarily a bad thing to have in a marriage. May it bring you a lifetime of happiness. Yeah. And I'm not done. Now, there are some people in this room, evidently, who believe that my son got his stubbornness from his father. Now, if that is indeed true, then I must have to say that he got his ability to love from the most loving person I know, his mother. To you.
John, thank you. You have been a loving and supportive father to our son.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, darling.
To the couple, to us all, then. Hey! Now, can we cut the cake?
Cut the cake.
Cut the cake.
Now we're not gonna do that crazy thing where
No.
we smush it all over each other's faces.
No, that's awful. We're not going to do
Okay,
that.
I agree. You first.
Okay.
Okay.
Mazel tov.
Come here, turn around. You are such a pig. You know what? You did the same thing to me because you took a picture of me at my wedding with cake all over my face.
No pictures, please.
Here. Oh, Lord have mercy. Way to go, Cord.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. That was a pretty neat letter from Daryl, huh?
It was a great letter. It was a great check, too. It was huge. Should we accept it?
Of course you should. Andy, come on. You know, I don't know what's going to happen in between me and Daryl, but whatever does, I know he will always think of you as his brother.
I'm glad of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm told that it's time for our bride and groom to have their first dance together as a married couple. Michael?
Calling Lily's?
Yeah.
There's no answer. What's going on?
Hi, Julie. Julie.
Hi, baby. What's wrong? Oh.
If you wanted to see me punished, I have been. I've lost Lily. She wants me out of her life, but I need your help.
I know you don't approve of what I did, Mama. But please don't encourage Lily to hate me. If she never understands, if she never forgives, she's gonna live with that bitterness all her life. Well, I couldn't bear that. She's rejected me and Lucinda. She feels rejected by Holden, and you're the only family that she has left. So, will you please take care of her?
Hi, Ava.
Oh, I guess they could go downstairs.
I'm going to see Lily.
All right.
Look, where is Iva now?
I don't know for sure. We took separate cars over to Lily's, and then she just took off. And
Look, if Lily's alone, I'm going over there now.
Well, I'm going to go with you.
But Lily
I'm
doesn't...
going to stay in the car. Don't worry.
Okay, all right. Explain to Andy for me, will you, darling? All right, sis, listen, this is my last pitch for a bigger apartment for you and Andy. My last pitch.
Forget it. Andy and I would rather live in our little place than live in a palace.
All right.
You know you have a standing offer at M&A whenever you want to come home.
Well, thanks, but no thanks. I'm not ready to come home and settle down yet. Not yet. That was probably the next year.
Well, I guess we're just two lonely people at a wedding. Would you like to dance?
No, thanks. I wouldn't mind talking to someone who looks as lonely as I do.
All right, all you eligible females, I'm about to throw my bouquet in the foyer, so who gets married next?
And all you eligible males, you want a chance to get Courtney's garter? Get a move on it. Sit on my shoulders? Stay down there. All right, you're going to do it here? We can get tricky. Ready?
Lord, Lucinda could be my daughter-in-law.
You're looking at the birth of an entirely new form of antacid. New Mylanta gel caps. Easy to swallow with absolutely no chalky taste. The potency of Mylanta antacid now in a gel cap. My doctor said Mylanta.
I like to visit my grandma. She's pretty nice. She always tells us these neat stories. She likes to make us cookies, too. She'd come over our house more often, but my mom says she has a hard time walking sometimes. But when I was in the play at school, she was there. It was great.
Over 16 million Americans suffer from the pain of common arthritis. But with the help of Tylenol and regular exercise, it doesn't seem to keep grandmas like Myra Bedford from being the best friend to a boy named Robert and his little brother Charles.
I love my grandma. I hope she lives forever.
For arthritis pain relief, Tylenol. It helps.
Let's not unpack. Do it tomorrow. I wish we were still in Vienna. Me too. Here, this'll take you back. Chocolate. This reminds me of the coffee that we had that night.
New Viennese Chocolate Cafe. Rich coffee with a touch of luscious chocolate.
That was my favorite night in Vienna, but we never went out.
Celebrate the moment. New from General Foods International Coffees.
This is a reminder that your puppy is not a dog. A puppy needs almost twice the nutrition of a fully grown adult dog. And Puppy Chow brand puppy food has all the extra nutrition your puppy needs. So he'll grow up to be big and strong and mature, just like Daddy. So feed your dog adult dog food and feed your puppy Puppy Chow from Purina.
I think this could have been avoided. I think it could.
Oh, Christmas tree. Oh. That's exactly where I pictured the tree, right here in front of the fire with you there. Guess who caught the garter? Hey, catch. What is it? What's happened? What happened at Lily's? What?
She knows everything about Aaron. She knows everything, and it was just worse than I ever anticipated. Yeah. And you'd rather I left you alone?
Oh. Oh.
I know what happened. Julie's in the car. She knew you were noticing her.
She's right.
You going somewhere?
Yeah.
Do you mind if we talk? Just for a minute. Lily, I found out about Aaron just a little bit ago myself. And it blew me out of the water for a very long time. So I know a little bit about how you're feeling.
You and Julie are back together. I'll never have Bolden back. He's gone. Because 3 people who said that they cared about me lied to me and lied to Holden about his child.
I know. You have a lot more to forgive than I do.
I'll never forgive them.
That's what I said, Lily. But I think time and love can forgive a lot of pain.
I don't love Ivor and Lucinda anymore. It's dead. They killed it.
I recommend ISOTONER Lady Slippers. Now this is an angle to get some good footage. You can choose ISOTONER Slippers, or ISOTONER Slippers. Now This is a great pattern. Sharon, Grandma, Susan, and little Karen. We'll start the season out on the right foot.
ISOTONER slippers.
Norelco says don't shave your legs, baby them. With Norelco's incredibly close, comfortable shave that leaves you baby smooth, baby soft. Norelco Lady Shave Razors, dry or wet, we make close comfortable.
What makes everything so whip-smacking? Lip-smacking, oh good. Cool Whip so one without whip-bringing taste. Cool Whip so one.
Life is just a bowl of cherries. Don't take it serious. Life's too mysterious. You work, you save, you work.
Today, women need all the comfort and support they can get. Is it any wonder so many women choose Playtex as the bras they love to live in?
Life is just a bowl of cherries. So live and laugh at it all.
So you give our love to Leon.
I will. And, listen, let me know when you get those test results back. Then I'll be able to tell Leanne really good news.
Yeah, you hold on to that thought.
Listen, come on. I'll walk you out.
Not your glasses again.
Oh, sure, I put them on this table.
Dan, this is the 4th time today. Now I know you need that vacation. Here they are.
Why don't we all sit down and relax?
Good idea. I prefer
Please are killing me.
Hey, you guys, as long as we've got most of the family here and quiet for the first time, there's something that Tom and I wanted to tell you. We're just going to do Christmas for the kids this year, you know, as far as presents are concerned. And the rest of you, we're going to make donations in your name to the new AIDS unit at Memorial.
It's a wonderful idea.
Well, needless to say, it's a gift that Margot and I would certainly appreciate having. So I guess Andy and Courtney are going to get what I asked Santa for this year, that tropical Christmas.
Lisa, the honeymoon trip to Anguilla was a very, very generous gift. Thank you.
Oh, good heavens. I've had 6 honeymoons myself. 4 have been absolutely wonderful. Almost romantic.
No kidding.
You know, today is the most wonderful day of my life. I never wanted to end.
Well, not me. Can't wait to wake up next to you tomorrow. My wife.
Wife? Sounds so official.
It is. So what would my wife like to do on her first day of married life in an island getaway playland paradise?
Let's see. I think I'll spend the entire day reading Journey's End.
You're kidding.
Yes. I have a gift for you, too. But it's in my suitcase, so you're gonna have to wait.
Courtney, the best gift that you could ever give me is your love.
Well, you've got that. Forever. Hi, sweetheart. I love you. I love you so much. But loving you may not be enough.
Who is it?
John.
Hi.
Hi.
I just thought maybe you might need to be with somebody that loves you.
I hung the wreath up on the front door. You want to check it?
No, I'm sure it's all right.
Where's Rosanna?
She's upstairs getting dressed.
Evan Walsh called, and he finally convinced her to have dinner with him.
Wonder what happened to Lily. She said she'd be here by now, didn't she?
I don't think that you should expect her, Holden. I've got to go upstairs for a minute. Excuse me.
Oh, hey, there you are. Starting to get worried about you.
I didn't know how to face you. I don't know how to tell you.
Tell me what?
Now, for sinus sufferers, the makers of full prescription strength Atwt introduce new Atwt Sinus, daytime, nighttime. The only sinus relief system that makes it simple to treat.